After the Golden State Warriors won their third NBA championship in 4 years, they officially became a dynasty and are already looked at as one of the greatest teams in NBA history. Last season seemed like the most difficult of all their championship runs because of all the injuries they dealt with and the inconsistent play at times throughout the season. But you have to expect a team with so much success over the last couple of years to play down to the competition from time to time. It's human nature. But despite that, they pushed through in their toughest championship run. The Warriors have two of the best players in the league, Steph Curry and Kevon Durant. Both players are as consistent as anybody in the league. Durant had a masterpiece of a performance in Game 3 of the NBA Finals this year, while the other star players on the team had an off game. KD torched the Cavaliers for 43 points and hit another 30-footer to close out the game, just like he did last year at the same spot. Durant captured his second consecutive NBA Finals MVP. After playing in at least 78 games for 5 straight years, Steph Curry missed the most games in the season since his third year in the league. He played only 51 games last year with injuries to his knee and ankle. But when he played, he was just as good as ever. Since KD been with the Warriors, Klay Thompson and Draymond Green's numbers has dipped a little bit, but that was to be expected. You knew a couple of players were going to have to sacrifice their numbers when Durant was added to the team. After falling behind 3-2 against the Houston Rockets, the Warriors won 6 straight games from the conference finals to the NBA finals. The Warriors went into the offseason with 7 of the 15 players from last year's team becoming free agents. But this offseason couldn't have gone any better for the defending champs. This was a classic case of the rich getting richer. Just re-signing the 2-time Finals MVP would have been good enough. But because of an Achilles injury, combined with attitude issues, the Warriors were able to sign the 4-time All-Star center, DeMarcus Cousins. I'm sure even Warriors fans couldn't believe that story when it popped up on their phones. You really can't get mad at the Warriors for capitalizing on the opportunity, because apparently a lot of other teams had a chance to sign DeMarcus Cousins. Cousins gives the Warriors 3 of the top 6 scorers in the NBA over the last 3 seasons. The Warriors become the first team in NBA history to have 3 players to average at least 25 points per game the season before, and the 6th team in NBA history to have 5 All-Stars from the previous season. But you can't expect Cousins to play at the same level he did last year this upcoming season with the injury he suffered. A lot of players don't come back the same player after an Achilles injury. And the fact that he weighs around 280 pounds makes it even more difficult. The Warriors have to play it smart with his injury. The addition of DeMarcus Cousins has a chance to be more of a problem than anything. He is projected to be back around January or February. If that happens, the Warriors basically got to readjust and incorporate an all-star level player to the mix mid-season. Who knows how long it would take for them to get on the same page? And is Cousins going to start or come off the bench? And if he does come off the bench, will he be cool with that? They basically signed Cousins to play half a season because it's unlikely he resigns next summer. The Warriors can only offer him a little more than he's making right now, which is around $5 million. Re-signing big man Kevon Looney was important because he will be the starting center for at least half the season. Looney played important minutes last season and benefited with the opposing team focusing on the better players on the Warriors. In the final month of the season, Looney averaged around 2 blocks and a steal in 23 minutes a game. The Warriors also added forward Jonas Jerebko and first-round pick from Cincinnati, Jacob Evans. With Nick Young and Patrick McCaw currently unsigned, that could open up good minutes for Jacob Evans, who seems like he's ready to provide solid production right away. He was a good shooter and great defender in college and will get plenty of open looks playing with this team. Jordan Bell showed his impressive athleticism and defense in his rookie year, but he was slowed down by injuries as he played only 57 games. His offense is still a work in progress, but the Warriors really don't need him to be a good offensive player. Just playing defense and finishing around the rim is all they need him to do. The Warriors have currently assembled the greatest collection of NBA talent to ever play in this league. They're going for a three-peat this season, which hasn't been attempted since LeBron and the Miami Heat tried and failed when they lost to the Spurs in 2014. With Klay Thompson and Kevon Durant set to become free agents next summer, this could be the last year of this Warriors core. But there's a great chance this team wins their 4th championship in 5 years and complete the three-peat which hasn't been done since the early 2000 Los Angeles Lakers.